survived, some not in good shape and some in very good shape, incredibly in good shape. But anybody in these homes, this is a swath that it went right through on this side of the street. And obviously anybody in these homes, for the most part, they were killed. Given very little warning. They get a phone call, hey, there's a tornado, and boom, it's on them. They just appeared, and it's we're working very hard. FEMA's doing a great job.
They're doing a great job.
We're told to do the absolute best. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
Mr. President, do you have a message for the survivors?
Well, I do have a message, and I have a message for the families of those that lost their lives. We love them. They're special people. It's an incredible place, incredible state, tremendous heart. Already you see people rebuilding. I mean, it took place literally hours ago, a couple of days, and they're already rebuilding. I've never seen. We were flying over. You see the blue roofs going up. It's all over the place. They're just great people. It's a great state. And they have great leadership in this state, and that's why it's working out like it is. But still, 25 people at least, and some really very badly hurt. Very, very badly hurt. The mayor was telling me some of the houses came down, and they got here right after that happened, and people are walking out of the houses, and you might explain that, what that looked like.
It was just, it's a war zone, and it's in the middle of the night. It's very, very difficult to maneuver that, but the first responders, we can't say enough about the first responders that were here, went in, they run in when everybody else is running out, and they ran in and took care of these folks, police and fire and EMS, and it was an amazing night.
We had people that were so disoriented, they were wandering out down the roads and through the fields and the woods, trying to get to safety and figure out where they could go, and our great group of responders took care of them immediately, and we're so sad.
They didn't know what happened. No. They just, all of a sudden, they're watching television or something, and all of a sudden they're outside walking on the street. Yeah. There was one young boy, I heard he was taken out of the house. And
he was. Yes. One minute he's in his house, the next minute he's laying in his yard. It happened that fast.
A couple of blocks away.
Yes. Another family was the husband huddled over the wife and child, and the roof came off, and he was sucked out. They were all sucked out in the yard. They survived. But I think it's important to note too that here in Cookeville and Putnam County, while there was 25 deaths in the state, 18 of them were right here in our city and county. 8 of them on this particular street, and so we can continue to ask for prayers for our community, for these families that are going to be burying people over the next week.
Thank you very much.
President Trump, have you been able to speak to any of the survivors or any of the victims' families while you've been out today?
Yeah, we're doing it, and we're doing it now. We're going to also, I think, stop at the church where there are a lot of people huddled up in the church. It's a cold day, and they're all huddled up. We're going to go to the church also. We're seeing some of the people over here.
Mr. President, on another sort of tragic topic regarding the coronavirus, are you considering deferring taxes for the airlines, cruise ships, and travel companies that are being hard hit by this?
We're looking at different options. We did get tremendous job numbers this morning. They were, if you add the 80,000 to the 270, they were talking in the 350,000 range. But right now, that's not something we want to be talking about. Okay? Thank you.
Mr. President, you approved federal funding for Tennessee. Can you tell us when we should expect to see that money come to
Very quickly, almost momentarily. I did it. The mayor called me. The governor called me. We had calls from a lot of people. That was an immediate emergency, but we spoke and we approved it within minutes of the call.
Do you know about how much?
It to be determined. What they need. We're going to take care of what they need.
We'll be doing assessments, and that helps determine what the numbers will be. And the way it works is, as we determine the amount, that's how the numbers will be assessed, and that's how what the assistance will be.
Much of that money goes to help the people that get just wiped out.
That's right.
They're wiped out. They have nothing, and many people died.
We've been talking to some people out here throughout the past couple of days. Do you have any words for them that you may not be able to meet today, but have been devastated by this?
Well, I love them. I love them very much. That's why I'm here. some people wouldn't be here. There was no way that I wasn't going to stop here first, and I was going to do it yesterday, but they asked me for one more day because they were looking for bodies, believe it or not, up until just now. They pretty much covered everything. But and just God be with them, and we're going to be with them. We're going to be with them all the way. And I can tell you, the governor feels the same as I do. And the mayors, I want to just congratulate you because the job you've done. Everybody's talking about it. They haven't slept in 48 hours. Neither of you, come to think of it. So we're going to go see the people now and say hello to them and do whatever you can do. It's tough. A lot of them have lost people within the family. One family got entirely wiped out. There was one case, though. I heard a young man an 8-year-old boy was ripped out, flown to a certain area, and dropped off at the street 2 or 3 blocks away, and they found him walking. And he said, I just flew in the air. And he was walking down the street 2 blocks away from his home. And how did his parents do? You know?
We're not sure exactly how they turned out.
They were found deceased.
They were deceased.
He was the only surviving member of the household. Lost his sibling as well.
So it took him, and he said, I was carried by the air away from my house. He came back. But his
the house over there and dropped in the neighborhood back behind.
He was over there. And his parents were killed.
And sister.
And his sister. So we're going to go see some of the folks. Thank you.
President, if you would follow me.
Trying to go talk to some people out here. He was just saying that there were some people at the church who wanted who right there, he is shaking hands with people. It looks like people who were affected by this storm. Smile on that guy's face.
All right, and there is President Donald Trump in the red hat visiting again down here in Tennessee of an area where the tornado swept through, taking the lives. Although it took the lives of 24 in total, 18 of them are right here in this county that he is visiting. And you just heard him speaking with our camera crews a little bit earlier. You can see the cell phone tower must also have gotten taken down. Our video is coming in just a little bit glitchy here. But Marine One flew in President Trump to this area. He's been meeting with survivors. He said he's going to go around and talk with more. And we've been hearing some of these stories about how people were trying to stay covered, but they were ripped out of their homes. Unfortunately, in some cases, not only the whole homes were taken, but also families' lives were taken as well. So again, President Trump taking a look down here in Tennessee, saying he is going to provide whatever aid is needed to help this community.